Hi guys. Okay, so today let's talk about something that I like to call life fitness. And I call it life fitness because, something I write about a lot is called living a fit life. And I wanted to explain what I really mean when I say that. So living a fit life, what does that mean? What does life fitness mean? It means living a life that is fit. And that means taking your whole entire life into consideration and making sure that every single area in your life is fit. And I love, there are two things that I teach my clients about, and one is called primary food and the other one is called secondary food. And primary food is what I like to call life nutrients, because they're the things that feed us in every single way. Like they feed our heart and they feed our soul and they feed our beingness, the essential needs that we have as human beings. And then there is secondary food, which feeds our actual physical bodies, and it's the nutrients and the things that serve the functionality of our physical body, like minerals and vitamins and hydration and carbs and fat and proteins. That's secondary food. And primary food and secondary food, both of them, they're the nutrients that we need. And we need both of them. We need them both equally. The problem is we get out of balance a lot of times in our primary food, and we try to make up for it in our secondary food. So I find a lot of times, people are out there and they're eating this, that, or the other thing because they're lacking intimacy, or they don't feel connected in their relationships, or they're unhappy at their job, or maybe they're exhausted, they're not getting enough sleep, and so they're drinking extra caffeine or eating a lot more sugar because they're tired, or maybe they're just not having enough fun, and it's like fun and rest and intimacy and love and connection and having at least something, whether we're passionate about our jobs or not, at least having something in our lives that we feel passionate about. Those things really feed us. And when we feel really fed in that way, we have much less of a need to feed ourselves with secondary food to fill those needs. And therefore, secondary food can be exactly what it is, and we can use it for exactly what it's there for, which is one of the most powerful medicines on the planet. And secondary food is amazing, and it can actually help balance our mood out and all of those things as well when we use it properly. It's when we abuse it, in order to fulfill a need that is actually a primary food need. So we want to just know the difference between primary food needs and secondary food needs, life nutrients and then physical body nutrients. They're both equally as important. We need both of them. We need to make sure that we're balanced in both areas. But I find that it's really helpful to just have the awareness that when you're always feeling hungry, you might be hungry for something else. It might not really be food, So I recommend just sitting down, writing out a list, taking a look, at relationships, at career, at fun, at rest, at exercise, at spirituality, and really take an honest look at that and say, okay, maybe I feel like I need a little more intimacy, or maybe I feel like I need a little more connection, or maybe I'm really not happy at my job, and maybe I need a little more fun, or I need a little more rest. And from there, you can start to really plot out a plan of action of how to create more well-roundedness in your life. Just on a daily basis, how to do little things that just make you feel a little bit happier. So that's pretty much it for today. Just knowing that there is a difference between primary food and secondary food, and sometimes what you're hungry for has nothing to do with actually being physically hungry. It means that maybe your heart is just hungry. So take a look at that and see what you can come up with. If you have any questions or are just wanting to share something with me, please email me at erinlanahanmethod@gmail.com or visit me on my blog at erinlanahanmethod.com. Thank you so much.